We came to the realization that there's basically two aspects to any negotiation strategy out there, and those are activation and cooperation. Let me quickly give you a perspective on activation. When you were fighting with your sibling and your mom or dad came into the room, what's the first question? Who started it? That's the issue with activation. Who starts the discussion? Could be via text today. Done a lot of work over in China. A lot of the negotiations over there are taking place on a text-type basis. Could be a voicemail, could be a phone call, could be face-to-face. But who starts it is the issue of activation. And then cooperation says, are you only concerned about yourself, or do you have some concerns about the other side of the table as well? So when we take those and bring them together, we've got proactive at the top, we've got reactive at the bottom. We've got low cooperation, all about me. Over on the left-hand side, we've got high cooperation, all about we on the far right-hand side. So let's start filling in those boxes. Lower left-hand corner, one of the most poorly understood of the four negotiation strategies out there is the strategy of avoidance. Avoidance can be a very legitimate negotiation strategy. When your salesperson is calling you and they make the mistake of early on leaving you a message that we need to talk about pricing for next year given all the additional services, how quickly do you return that call? Not going to happen. Coach, this one guy started every year in July. They'd start calling their customer. We need to get our number up. We've got an agreement that's going to be due in September. He would drag them out, get halfway through the year, and say the following. You all are a wonderful supplier. We really value the services you provide. Unfortunately, we're already past the budgetary planning period. I'm going to do something for you next year. Year after year after year, this guy very effectively played the avoidance, don't want to engage, don't want to discuss it, card, and it saved him millions of dollars on that deal. All right, let's keep rolling. Lower right-hand corner, accommodation. Accommodation is reactive and high cooperation. They ask and you give. I was driving a car when I was with American Hospital Supply between Freer, Texas and Laredo, Texas. Any of you who've been in South Texas will notice something. There are more rattlesnakes than people, more cactus than any other type of tree. I'm halfway in between Freer and Laredo when I run out of gas. 50-mile stretch, no gas station. The tow truck comes by. How much negotiation do you think took place on price per gallon? None. He stopped and I looked at him and I said, brother, what do you want? Rolex, Amex, whatever. It's you or buzzard bait. Those are my two primary options that I have going on right here. You have to understand the power situation and don't play a hand you don't have. Now here's another little piece of advice for you. We always tend to underestimate the power that we have and overestimate the power of the other side. Collaboration, win-win. Proactive, high level of cooperation. It's all about growing the size of the pie. I always ask people in negotiation training, would you take 1% of a deal? Would you take 1%? Let me tell you what, if it's $1 trillion, what's 1% of $1 trillion? Is it not $1 billion? Let me tell you where to send my mail if I get $1 billion. General delivery, French West Indies, St. Martin. Just send my mail right there because I'm gone. I'm not bothering anybody. I know the hut. I'm going to open a nice little beach bar there in St. Martin. I'm not bothering anybody again. So don't make the decision based on your slice of the pie. Make your decision based on the size of the pie when we can collaborate. And then upper left-hand corner is this issue of competition. Win-lose, proactive, we're going to get the swords out. We're going to go to battle. We're going to slice the pie up. And my goal, if there's 100 pennies in the middle of the table when I'm competing, my goal is to get 51 at least, and your goal is to get 51 at least, and we go at it from there. So those are the four legitimate negotiation strategies that exist out there.